Greetings, Melanie here. So excited to be able to greet you once again. Happy second video that we're going to be able to do on today. So today I want to talk to you about the importance of a syllabus. So on Monday, we talked about the importance of having a mentor. And we want to take that a step further. It's great to be able to have a faculty or staff mentor, as well as maybe an alumni mentor, somebody in your industry, as well as like a success program mentor, or someone to guide you through your process of being in college. Yet you have a responsibility to make sure that you are maintaining control of your particular subject matter. So each class, for each class that you're taking, you usually would get a syllabus. Now, a syllabus is a document that pretty much outlines what you'll be studying for the particular semester. And so it'll also detail like certain projects that you'll have. It'll detail like how the grading policy is. It'll detail the office hours of your professor. And these are all very important. So you want to definitely make sure that you are reading over your syllabus in its entirety so that you can plan your semester. So like maybe the next reading that you need to do, it's already in the syllabus. You check it. It's really like your go-to. It's your daily planner for your class for the entire semester. And you get that for each class. If for some reason you have not received a syllabus from a professor, definitely ask if you'll be receiving one, and maybe if not, maybe like Google syllabus online and see the different components. It's pretty much what I just told you, the different components of a syllabus, and ask those questions. How are we being graded for the most part with tests? Any particular projects that we'll be doing this semester? Just start asking those probing questions so that you can know exactly what is expected of you, so that you already know, you can already begin to plan, and you can be all set. You can start putting those things in your calendar so you know when certain dates are due for things that you have to hand in to your professor. And you want to make sure you give yourself the appropriate amount of time to be able to complete those assignments. You don't want to cheat yourself because waiting to the last minute to complete assignments, it does an injustice to you as a person who paid tuition or received financial aid or funds from family members, or maybe your church, your synagogue, your mosque, or whomever may have sponsored you from another country or what have you, for you to be in college, for you to be able to receive your information. Sacrifices were made, and you want to be able to honor that by being able to take your time and get in your best work. And if you put forth your best effort, you'll get the best out of your college experience. So I implore you to make sure you are looking over your syllabus during this semester, so that you'll be on your way to having a smoother transition and experience. Now, recently, there was an article that just came out yesterday on Wednesday. I'm seeing it continuing to be to spread across different mediums. And the latest I actually just saw in the New York Post, where there was a professor actually from Iowa State, an English professor. Sorry, Iowa State, calling you out, but it's national news. The English professor was forced to correct her syllabus actually, after she informed her students that they couldn't submit specific type of work on social issues. So for the most part, it was prefaced saying, giant warning, any instance of othering that you participate in intentionally, racism, sexism, ableism, homophobia, etc., in class or grounds for dismissal from the classroom. So imagine you didn't read your syllabus and you're in English class, which is definitely a place where you would be expressing yourself in some type of essay at some point. You just like write this essay, or maybe she asked someone to read some paragraph or something they wrote the day before, and you're saying your opinion, which usually happens in English class, and it's not in agreement with that syllabus. And she's like making you leave the class and you had no idea. Now, this is not the initial example that I would have given, but because it's now national news, it's just an example of the necessity of you reading your syllabus. Now, if these students hadn't looked over the syllabus, they were just like, whatever. And then at some point later down the line, they're looking at it, the university would not have been able to look at it again and be like, hey, First Amendment rights apply, so this needs to be revised a little bit. Let's fix it. And that's what they did. So you definitely want to make sure you're looking over your syllabus for your own benefit. At the end of the day, you want to know what's expected of you. And apparently you want to make sure that it is in compliance with your abilities as a student and what you can do and what you cannot do. For the most part, you and your professor are partners in your education, and you want to make sure you're on the same page. You want to know when the office hours are. Apparently, as we're going virtual, you want to know when she or he or whomever they are, when their office hours are, for you to be able to have that one-on-one time with them. You definitely want to utilize that time. You don't want to wait till you're in some situation and you're asking for some grace. Look over your syllabus, know when your projects are due, get them in. Deadlines can be a whole nother subject that we'll talk about. But I'll just say, looking over the syllabus allows you to know when things are expected of you, and you can just start to plan and put things into your calendar, know when it's expected of you, and start breaking it down. If something's due in a month, start working on the items like once a week. Get better and better, and make it the best report that it can be. And like maybe midway through, you can show your draft to your professor to make sure you're on the right track. You're welcome. And you'll be on your way to getting an even higher grade and being able to increase that GPA. Now that can be a whole nother subject. But at the end of the day, we just want you to be able to do well and be blessed on your journey, especially during this time where you'll be learning a little more differently. So make sure that you are looking over that syllabus, people. Make sure you do that. It will help you, and you would be all set to being on the right track for the semester, knowing when things are due. One last thought I want to leave with you is, Tiffany, the budgetnista, yes, Tiffany Alache, she had actually, with her Live Richer challenge, had there was something, one of the prompts for one of the days was to, like, maybe having to do with your bank account, making sure that you automate your own bills, so that you're in control of your own money, as opposed to having a company to just kind of take it out whenever. And you're like, oh shoot, especially as a college student, you want to make sure you're good. Okay. But you can also use that analogy in this circumstance. Knowing when your projects are due puts you in control of making sure that you're all set. And that's one less worry for you to have to worry about, so that you'll be on the right track as far as your work is concerned. So I think you get it. I just figured I'd throw that last tidbit in there and share some more information about someone great to follow while you're in college. But finance can be another topic for another day. But thank you so much for joining me today. Our next topic is definitely going to be geared more towards engagement virtually and making sure that you are fully present for virtual learning. So looking forward to being able to share that with you. Have an excellent day and read your syllabus. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Be blessed.